Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursaleen. Nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. On behalf of Understand Quran Academy, Hyderabad, I would like to welcome you to 12th session in which we will study Surah An-Nas. But as usual, we start with hadith. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu reported, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Allah, the Exalted, smiles at two men. One of them killed the other, and both will enter Jannah. The first is killed by the other while he is fighting in the cause of Allah, and thereafter Allah will turn in mercy to the second and guides him to accept Islam, and then he dies as a shaheed fighting in the cause of Allah. So the first one is killed by a non-Muslim while the Muslim was fighting in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the non-Muslim, Allah gives him tawfiq to accept Islam, and he also later on dies in the path of Allah. The point here is that such a grave sin of killing a Muslim is also forgiven if a person repents. That's the point here. If a person repents, yes. Okay, now we come to spoken Arabic. In the last class we had covered Ahlan wa Sahlan. Ahlan wa Sahlan. Ahlan wa Sahlan means welcome. Marhaban means welcome, but actually Ahl means family. Ahlan means feel like being in a family, in our family. Sahlan means easy, be relaxed, easy. Ahlan wa Sahlan, welcome. Marhaban, welcome. And another thing you say after Salaam Alaikum is not without, not instead of, but after Salaam Alaikum. If you want to wish a person some more thing, you can say Sabah al Khair, good morning. We should not replace Salam with Sabah al Khair. Sabah al Khair can come after Assalamu Alaikum. Sabah means morning, al Khair means good. Sabah al Khair, good morning. And in response, you should say, if somebody tells you Sabah al Khair, you should say Sabah an Nur. Sabah is morning and an Nur is light. Morning of light or bright morning. So Sabah al Khair, good morning. Sabah an Nur, bright morning, or good, again, morning filled with light. Now we come to grammar. In grammar, we had learned a couple of prepositions along with pronouns, but let us repeat and put everything in context. Fa'ala, huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu. That's too clear. Rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka, rabbukum, rabbi, rabbuna. That's also cleared. His Lord, their Lord. And let's start with prepositions. The first preposition we started with was la. La and li means for. Reference, lakum dinukum waliya din. For you be your religion and for me my religion. Lahu, lahum, laka, lakum, li, lana. Min means from. Minhu, minhu, minhum. Minka, minkum. Minni, minna. An means about or with. Anhu, anhum. Anka, ankum. Anni, anna. Ma'a means with. Inna Allah ma'as sabirin. Ma'ahu, ma'ahum. Ma'aka, ma'akum. Ma'i, ma'ana. Fi means in. Fi sabilillah. Fihi, fihim. Fika, fikum. Fiya, fina. Bi means in or with. Bihi, bihim. Bika, bikum. Bi, bina. And ala means on. Last time we did ala. And example, wallahu ala kulli shayin qadir, or surat alladhina an'amta alayhim, on them. Alayhi, alayhim, alayka, alaykum, alayya, alayna. Well, I forgot, the most common use of ala is assalamu alaykum, on you. That's our reference. Peace be on you. Assalamu alaykum. Today we will learn another preposition, which is ila. Ila means towards or to. Okay, And the example to remember is, we already covered, whenever we hear bad news, a bad thing happens to us, we should say inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Indeed we are for Allah, and indeed we are to return ilayhi, to Him. Okay, toward Him or towards Him, to Him. Ilayhi, to or towards. So let us repeat, ilayhi, toward Him.
Ilayhi, towards him.
Ilayhim, towards them.
Ilayhi, towards them.
Ilayka, towards you.
Ilayka, towards you.
Ilaykum, towards you.
Ilaykum,
Towards you. Ilayya, toward me.
Ilayya, towards me.
Ilayna, towards us.
Ilayna, towards us.
Okay, to him, to them, to you all, to me. So let's repeat 2-3 times. Ilayhi,
Ilayhi,
ilayhim.
Ilayhi,
Ilayka,
Ilayka,
ilaykum.
Ilaykum,
Ilayya,
Ilayya,
ilayna.
Ilayna,
Ilayhi, ilayhim.
Ilayhi, Ilayhim,
Ilayka, ilaykum.
Ilayka, Ilaykum,
Ilayya, ilayna.
Ilayya, Ilayna,
Ilayhi, ilayhim.
Ilayhi, Ilayhim,
Ilayka, ilaykum.
Ilayka, Ilaykum,
Ilayya, ilayna.
Ilayya, Ilayna.
Okay, we also completed fa'ala table, which is past, starting with past tense. Can you just translate once fa'ala? He did. Fa'alu, they did. Fa'alta, fa'altum, you all did. Fa'altu, I did. Fa'alna, we did. Yaf'alu, he does or he will do, but we will stick to he does only. Yaf'aluna, they do. Taf'alu, taf'aluna, you all do. Af'alu, I do. Naf'alu, we do. If'al, if'alu, do. La taf'al, la taf'alu. Fa'il, the one who does. Maf'ul, the one who is affected. Fi'il, the action or the act of doing. Okay, so let us practice this 3 times. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, if'al, if'alu, la taf'al, la taf'alu, fa'il, maf'ul, fi'il. Again, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, taf'aluna, af'alu, naf'alu, if'al, if'alu, la taf'al, la taf'alu, fa'il, maf'ul, fi'il. Again, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altum, fa'altu, fa'alna, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, taf'alu, تفعلون أفعل نفعل افعل افعلوا لا تفعل لا تفعل فاعل مفعول فعل. Okay, we will learn today feminine gender and 2 important forms, not all of them. We know that huwa fa'ala, so hiya will be fa'alat. Okay, this is first thing. And when we studied Surah Al-Lahab, we have covered that tabbat is for feminine and tabba is for masculine. Tabba, he perished. Tabbat, she perished. So tabba, tabbat, remember this example. So fa'ala, fa'alat, huwa fa'ala, hiya fa'alat. Okay, she did, fa'alat. And also we know that for her we say laha, rabbuha, fiha, minha, alayha, ilayha. Okay, all this ha means her. So fa'alat, she did, and she does, it will be taf'alu. Sorry, she does is taf'alu. She does is taf'alu. Anta taf'alu, hiya taf'alu. This is very, kind of special usage. The 2 forms are common. Anta taf'al, you do, and hiya taf'al, she does. So the word taf'alu is same for both cases. And just to remember, I give a kind of some kind of concocted story or whatever you say, just to remember things. Is suppose my son is getting married. I will tell him that forget about the past. As far as past was concerned, you did something, she did something, you were not responsible about her, and she was not related to you. But from today, on the day of marriage, I will say hiya taf'al will be taken as anta taf'al, because you are mas'ul responsible for her. So hiya taf'al, anta taf'al. Okay, hiya taf'al, anta taf'al. This is just to remember. But anyway, in general, hiya taf'al, she does, is the word is same as anta taf'al. So fa'ala, he did, fa'alat, she did, and yaf'alu, he does, and she taf'alu, hiya taf'alu. Huwa yaf'alu, he does, but hiya taf'alu. Anta taf'al, hiya taf'al. Just remember this. I will just use these two hands together and to point out that anta taf'al, this word is same as hiya taf'al. Okay, alright. And also, you know, fa'il, we learned fa'il and maf'ul. The feminine of fa'il will be fa'ila, like sajid, sajida, abid, abida, shakir, shakira. Okay, so mu'min, mu'mina, muslim, muslima. So abid, fa'il, fa'ila. Similarly, maf'ul, maf'ula, maf'ula. Okay, for example, mastura, or mazluma, or maqtula, or mansura, and so on. Okay, the one who is helped, feminine. So fa'ila, maf'ula. And plural of fa'ila is fa'ilat. Just remember mu'minat, muslimat. Okay, fa'ila, fa'ilat. Maf'ula, plural of maf'ula is maf'ulat. So if you add at, it will become plural. Alright, now we come to the revision of I would say, I hope this part is clear, that fa'il, fa'ila, maf'ul, maf'ula, and the plural of fa'ila is fa'ilat, and plural of maf'ula is maf'ulat. What is the plural of fa'il? Fa'il, plural of fa'il is fa'ilun, fa'ilin. Okay, salih, plural of muslim is muslimun, muslimin. Salih, salihun, salihin. Similarly, plural of maf'ul is maf'ulun, maf'ulin. Okay, maf'ulun, maf'ulin. That's for the masculine gender. For feminine gender, fa'ilat, maf'ulat. So fa'ilun, fa'ilin, but here it is only fa'ilat and maf'ulat. Alright, we come to the revision of last class. In the last class we covered Surah Al-Falaq. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. Qul, say, a'udhu, I seek refuge, bi rabbi, in the Lord of Al-Falaq, daybreak. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of daybreak. Min sharri ma khalaq. Min, from sharri, the evil of, ma, that which, or what, or that which, khalaqa, he created, from the evil of that which he created. وَمِن شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ. Wa, and min, sharri, evil of, ghasiqin, darkness, إِذَا, when, waqaba, it is when it is intense or it becomes intense, and from the evil of darkness when it becomes intense. وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. Wa, and min, from sharri, evil of, an-naffathat, those who blow, fil uqad, in the knots, and from the evil of those who blow in the knots. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. Wa, and min shar, from the evil of hasidin, envier, إِذَا حَسَدْ, when he envies, and from the evil of envier when he envies. Okay, now we come to Surah An-Nas, the last surah of Al-Quran Al-Kareem. It is a Makki surah, and the meaning is, I researched the translation, say, I seek refuge in the Lord of the mankind, Lord of mankind, the King of mankind, the God of mankind, from the evil of whisperer, from the evil of the whisperer, the one who withdraws after whispering, who whispers into the chests of mankind from among jinn and men or mankind. You know, this is also another surah which is important, very important dua or recitation or dhikr for seeking the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the worst of enemies, which is ash-shaytan, the real enemy, the shaitan. In Surah Falaq we had, recited, and we came, in Surah Falaq 3 attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are used. Qul a'udhu bi rabbil falaq. 1 attribute is used, and 3 protection from 3 things were asked for. Min sharri ma khalaq, in general everything, but then min sharri ghasiqin, naffathat, and sharri naffathat, and hasid. So 3 things were mentioned. Here 3 attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are mentioned. Bi rabbin nas, malikin nas, ilahin nas. Rabbin nas, the Lord of mankind. Malikin nas, the King of mankind. Ilahin nas, the God of mankind. 3 attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are mentioned, and protection from 1 enemy is sought for, which is ash-sharril waswasil khannas, the one who whispers. And waswas, the one who whispers, al-khannas, who withdraws after whispering. So if you combine the 2, waswas and khannas, what shaitan does is, it always keeps whispering. Its job is to whisper. And as soon as we do dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it withdraws. Whenever we are away from zikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it whispers, it comes back. Because its plan is to take all of us to hellfire. Because it has challenged in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I will come to them from their front, from the back, from the right, from the left. And He said, وَلَا تَجِدُ أَكْثَرَهُمْ شَاكِرِينَ. Oh Allah, you will not find most of these thankful to you. So He is, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that He is your enemy, so make Him your enemy. We are worried about this enemy and that enemy, but the real enemy, the most dangerous enemy is shaitan, about which we are asked to seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this surah. Assume that shaitan, and assume that we have completed the Quran. Assume that we have completed the Quran, we know the guidance. Knowledge of guidance is not enough. Because, as far as physical things, for example, if you tell me the road to, for example, my school, I will always follow that road. I will not deviate, to the right or the left. But that's not the case when it comes to guidance. Knowledge is not enough, because we have lots of enemies around us. The main one being shaitan, and then our nafs, and then the evil friends, and many things. So it is as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after giving guidance, completing this guidance, He tells you to be aware of the enemy, and always keep asking the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Prophet ﷺ used to recite this surah after every salah, and 3 times after Fajr, and 3 times after Maghrib. That shows the importance of this surah. Shaitan is an expert, has been doing this job from the time of Adam alayhi salam. So we should be extremely careful. Simultaneously, if we seek the protection of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he will not win. Another point is, whispering is the first step that leads to sin. Whispering, then thoughts, then determination, and then action. So if we kill this at the level of whispering itself, by seeking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the evil will go. And there are shaitan of humans also, as this surah says, min al-jinnati wan-nas. So all those evil, all those friends who give evil suggestions and call towards bad activities are agents of shaitan, and one should avoid them. Just one beautiful example, I always try to mention it, is it's like a mother who prepares her son for school, dresses him and feeds him and gives him all the book and everything, and when he gets out of the house, she tells him to be aware of bad people. Don't go here, don't go there, go straight to the school. Be aware of bad people. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us guidance, has completed the Quran, but at the end He's telling us to be aware of this enemy. Okay, let us practice this. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس. قل, say, أعوذ, I seek refuge, بربي, in the Lord of An-Nas, mankind. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind.
Qul a'udhu bi rabbin nas. Qul, say, a'udhu, I seek refuge. Bi rabbin, in the Lord. An-nas, of mankind. Say, I seek refuge
In the Lord of Malikin Nas. Malik, king. An-Nas, mankind. What is Malik? Owner or master. And Malik is king, the king of mankind.
Malikin Nas. Malik, the king. An-Nas, mankind. The king of mankind.
Ilahin Nas. Ilah, the God. La ilaha illallah. There is no God but Allah. Ilahin Nas, the God of mankind.
Ilahin Nas, Ilah, God, An-Nas, of mankind. Ilahin Nas, the God of mankind.
Min sharril waswasil khannas. Min, from sharri, the evil. Al-waswas, the whisperer, the one who whispers. Al-khannas, the one who withdraws after whispering. From the evil of the whisperer who withdraws after whispering. And we told you it's a cycle, continuous cycle, and shaitan has to keep doing it till we die, and we have to keep taking refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, always remembering him. Try to, at least. Yes.
Min sharril waswasil khannas. Min, from sharri, the evil.
Al-waswas,
Waswasil, the whisperer. Khannas, the one who withdraws after whispering. From the evil of the whisperer, the one who withdraws after whispering.
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. الذي, the one who يوسوس, whispers, في, in, sudur, chests. Okay, sadr is chest and sudur is plural, chests. An-Nas, of mankind, the one who whispers in the chests of mankind.
الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس. الذي, the one who. يوسوس, whispers. في, in. Sudur, into the chest. الناس, mankind. The one who whispers into the chest of the mankind.
Min al-jinnati wan-nas. Min, from al-jinnah, among jinns, from among jinns. Wan-nas, and mankind, from among jinns and mankind.
Min, from Jinnat, among jinn. Wan-Nas, and mankind. From among jinns and mankind.
Okay, from, min is from or from among. Okay, with this we stop here, and please remember about the 7 homeworks. And also, even though we have alhamdulillah learned a lot of words, but our concern should be, even while you are sitting in this class or listening in salah or reciting it yourself, try to understand and do tadabbur, what messages are given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this surah, because that's the purpose of revelation, and as a result of tadabbur that should lead to tadhakkur. Again, that's the purpose, that is, it should reflect in our action. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to do tadabbur and get tadhakkur and implement this Quran in our life. Subhanallah bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.